we have different types of rental agreement in the system. So you can have oilfield rentals, oilfield service, general rentals, and disposal operations type of rental service agreements. So as you can see on this screenshot, so in case you select the oilfield rental type of the rental service agreement, the rental equipment tab will be the first one. And for this type of RSA, the rental equipment is mandatory field and mandatory tab. So we cannot post or actually make the rental service agreement active without putting any rental equipment. If we talk about oilfield service type of rental service agreement, as you can see, the service and parts tab becomes the first one in the rental service agreement table. So the rental equipment in this case becomes the optional, and you can have two options: just to put the rental equipment in this type of agreement or just not. So in service and parts becomes the mandatory field, so you have to put at least one service or part in order to activate this rental service agreement. The third type is general rentals. General rentals mostly applicable to the construction clients operating in the construction business, because again, it applies different prices depending on the rental period and billing cycle. So as you can see, the layout of the types pretty much the same as for oilfield rentals. The only difference is the different time frames and prices for different rental periods. And give me 1 second, I'll show you in the real database how it looks like. Okay, if I create a new rental service agreement, I can switch between these tabs easily. For example, I need to provide only services for my client. In this case, I'll switch to the oilfield service type, and I just enter one item here. And I select the location of the client and pick up the engineer, specify the start date, and apply some price here. So as you can see, my prices are calculated, and now I'm able to post this document. Let me choose the date. So I post this document, and as you can see in the rental equipment, there is nothing. So I'm able to provide only services. However, if I create a new rental service agreement with a type of general rentals, again, I can put any equipment here. The prices are taken from the price list and price book actually. If I specify the return date, the estimated fee will be calculated, but let me choose the first one. So you see that estimated fee will be like for the 1 month, because we utilize more than 2 weeks. That's why based on the settings that you put in the price book and actually the price matrix specifies the those conditions, how many days should be in the period in order to apply a specific price. So if I have, for example, more than 14 days in the period, my monthly prices will be applied to this rental service agreement. Let me show back to switch back to the oilfield rental. And for example, the difference between oilfield rental and oilfield services types, that if I put just a service here and I'm trying to post this document, it shows me that, first of all, I need to select the location of the client. Okay, I close this and I post the document. It shows me that I have to enter the rental equipment. However, if I switch to oilfield service, this notification will not appear.